She always said I was too predictable, too boring. Maybe she was right. When I found out she was cheating, part of me wasn't even surprised. The way she'd been distant, the late nights at work, the way she'd flinch when I touched her, it all clicked into place. The shock came later, mixed with a cold, hard anger that settled deep in my bones. She packed her bags, threw some half-hearted apology at me about needing more excitement, and walked out. She thought it was a clean break. She had no idea I was already planning. She didn't know I was the one who anonymously tipped off her new guy's wife. She didn't know. I had copies of all the financial documents showing how she'd been funneling money from our joint account into her own secret one for months. She thought she was so clever, so ahead of the game, but I was patient. I learned that from watching her. She taught me how to play the long game. The first domino fell a month later. Her lover's wife filed for divorce, and it got messy. Suddenly, his disposable income for fancy dinners and weekend getaways vanished. The excitement she craved started to look a lot like arguing over bills in a cramped apartment. I heard through a mutual friend that she was stressed, that things weren't as glamorous as she'd imagined. I almost felt a pang of something, but then I remembered her smug smile as she walked out my door. The feeling passed. Next, I made a call to an old friend who worked in accounting. I just asked him to take a look at a few things, pointing him to the very company where she'd just landed a new high-paying job, the same job her lover had helped her get. It turned out the company had some irregularities in their books, things a competitor would love to know about. It wasn't long before a formal investigation was launched. Her new career, built on a lie, started to crumble before it even began. She tried to come back, of course. Showed up at my door one evening, tears in her eyes, talking about the huge mistake she'd made. She said she missed the stability, she missed me, she missed my predictability. But as I looked at her, I didn't feel anger or even satisfaction. I just felt nothing. The person I loved was gone, and this stranger standing in her place meant nothing to me. I didn't yell, I didn't gloat. I just calmly told her that the locks had been changed. She didn't understand. We kept saying we could fix it, but there was nothing left to fix. The tea had burned the bridge, and I had simply let the fire do its work. Revenge isn't always a fiery explosion. Sometimes it's a slow, quiet burn. It's watching someone get exactly what they deserve, not through loud confrontation, but through the quiet, inevitable consequences of their own actions. And me, I was just the one who made sure the consequences found their way home. Thanks for watching, and if you have a story of your own, let me know in the comments. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more.